Buddy, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for popping in. So I'm very excited. So tomorrow morning I am going on a bird photography trip up to the very northeast of Japan, up to the island of Hokkaido. I've never actually been on a birding trip anywhere else in Japan before, so this is very exciting. While excited, I am also extremely nervous because I've been living on a tropical island for 20 years. I didn't have any appropriate clothing to try and handle all the snow that there's going to be when I get to Hokkaido. And the shops here hardly have any appropriate clothing, and certainly not in my size. So I had to take a bit of a gamble and buy some stuff on Amazon. Now again, on Japan Amazon, it was kind of difficult getting my size. I didn't want to break the budget because I don't know if I'm going to do this again. I didn't really want to go and buy all the most expensive, waterproof, keep me warm kind of gear if I'm never going to use it again. There is a chance I'm only ever going to use this just for this weekend. So I did try and get some bargain basement stuff. Now I'm not sure how well they're going to work. Fingers crossed they work for this weekend. Things like this. Snow boots for 1,000 yen. That's what? $8. They've got lining inside. The reviews were pretty good. They look pretty sturdy. They're going to be important. If they don't work after a day, I'm struggling. Where I'm going is in the middle of nowhere. I don't think there's many shops there. So let's hope they work. Got this ridiculous top, makes me look like a sheep. Again, super good deal. Hopefully that's going to keep me warm. I'm obviously going to have to layer up. I went to Uniqlo and they have clothes there that are made with their technology called heat tech that apparently keeps you warm. So I'm going to be wearing a lot of layers. Heat tech, couple of tops, and then a jacket on top. Hopefully it doesn't snow or rain too hard. These are supposedly waterproof. Got them and they're actually too big for me, but didn't have time to send them back. So I had to buy a crappy belt that I hope is going to work. We'll see. It could be a complete disaster, but I'm hoping they work. Went to 6 different shops to try and find hand warmers. Got them on the 6th shop. Hopefully they will keep camera stuff warm as well as my hands. As I said, I've never photographed in these kind of conditions before, so I really don't know what I'm doing. Feet warmers. I've got a load of socks that would be way too hot and sweaty to wear in Okinawa, but hopefully they'll do a job in Hokkaido. What else I got? I bought this, which I wore in my last video, practicing out. I've got some more fleeced lined trousers. Again, good deals. Don't know if I'll ever wear them again after this. These were Uniqlo heat tech gloves. They assured me that they would work in very cold temperatures. Apparently Hokkaido can get to about -10 or lower at this time of year. I'm scared. I don't remember the last time I even saw snow. As I said, 20 years on a tropical island, you do get kind of acclimatized. I am kind of scared how I'm going to handle the snow. But anyway, hopefully they work or I am going to be in trouble. One of the exciting things for me though on this trip is, even though I've got a cheap flight and I'm only going for a weekend, I actually got the ability to take checked baggage. So what I'm going to do is take my camera bag, which I'm hoping they're going to let me take on as carry-on. It's pretty big, but I did the research and apparently these do work as carry-on. It's one of the reasons I got it. But I'm also going to take a suitcase. Now, because I'm only going for a weekend, my clothes, even though they are pretty big, the Shaun the Sheep top is going to take a lot of space, but still, I'm going to have quite a lot of space left. So I thought, why not take some extra camera stuff? Because when I go out in Okinawa, usually I only really take one setup and I don't use my other stuff, and I've got wonderful cameras and lenses that I don't use. So on this trip, I'm hoping to take some extra cameras. I might even take my big tripod. I never use it, just sits in the back of my car the whole year. But if I've got the space, why not take it? I pick up a rent-a-car when I get to the airport, so the bag, I won't be carrying it around, I'll just be in the car, and if I don't use it, I'll just bring it back on the end of the weekend. So I'm thinking I might taking that. Anyway, what am I taking in terms of photographic gear? I'm taking my Nikon Z6ii with the battery grip and my 500. That's my usual camera. I'll also take a 1.4 teleconverter. I'm also going to take my beloved D500, which I haven't used in ages. But if something happens to the camera, as I said, I've never photographed in really cold conditions. I don't know, the camera's just shut down. I don't know what's going to happen. So if this doesn't work, the great thing about this lens, and one of the reasons I haven't upgraded to a Z yet, is I still have this camera and this works on this. So if anything goes wrong, I have complete faith in my D500 for making fantastic shots. I'm also going to take my OM1 and my Olympus 300mm. Fantastic setup. Haven't been using it as much recently, but I really want to use it. Now, I'm going to take the Z8 in my carry-on luggage. I'm going to pack this in the luggage, which goes in the hold. A lot of people say don't take cameras in your checked-in luggage. I don't agree with that. These things are really sturdily made. I don't think anything's going to happen to it. I'll wrap it in some clothing and put it in. When you travel, you should always switch the IS off. If the bag does get thrown around, it can mess with the IS. So switch the IS off, take batteries and cards out, but I'm going to pack that in my hold luggage. And I'm also thinking of taking the beast, my amazing 300mm 2.8, which I never get to use these days. But I'm thinking 500 is not going to be enough, but I don't know until I get there. If I get there and they do come closer, I need something a bit shorter. And this, again, why not? If I don't use it, I don't use it. But I have it. It just sits at home doing nothing. Let's take it. And if I have a chance to use it, it makes amazing images. Hopefully, I'll manage to pack all of that into my bags tonight. I'm about to start boozing because I'm off work for a few days. So I'll probably be up all night and finish packing just before I leave at, what time am I leaving? 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, I think, or 4:30 tomorrow morning. So what am I hoping to photograph in Hokkaido? Well, one of the things I'm hoping to see are big raptors. Every year, towards the end of February, March, some of the lakes there freeze over, and birds that usually hang out even further north in Russia, like the Steller's sea eagle, the biggest eagle in the world, they come down, and there are some areas where fishermen put fish, I think, onto frozen ice, and the birds come and feed, and you can get great photographic opportunities as long as the lake is frozen over, which I'm hoping is the case. But I'm hoping to see several species of raptors. I'm hoping to see some cranes. I've never even seen a crane before, so this is all very exciting. I've never actually done a specific birding trip. I always manage to sneak a few days bird photography en route back to England. And when I do that, because most of my luggage is full of my clothes that I'm going to be using for a 2-week stay, I only take the minimal amount of camera gear. This is one opportunity where I can pack what I want specifically just for photography. So it's all very exciting. I am super nervous as well because I've never driven on icy roads. I've never driven anywhere like this before where there's so much snow, so much ice. So that is going to pose certain challenges. There's going to be a massive amount of snow everywhere, something I'm completely not used to. You know, I live in Japan and this is also in Japan, but just worlds apart. As you know, Okinawa is tropical. This place has snow for about 5 months of the year. So exciting and kind of nervous as well. But anyway, I just thought I would share with you some of the stuff I'm taking, just let you know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to vlog when I get there. We'll see what happens. But I certainly hope to be sharing some of the pictures I hope to be taking once I'm there. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned, and maybe I will be able to share some videos or some footage from Hokkaido. Okay, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you on the next one.